Sure. No problem.
So go on. My name is Nana Boachiado, and you are most welcome to St. George's Castle. You see, this castle is commonly known as called Elmina Castle, and it was built in 1482 by the Portuguese under the leadership of Don Diogo de Azambuja. The Portuguese, they were the first Europeans to come, and they arrived here in 1471. They came with two intentions: to trade, and they also came to propagate Christianity. So they brought mirror, tobacco, wine, building materials, clothes, and also guns and gunpowder.
Yeah, thank you, boss.
But the major commodity that they were interested in was gold. It is said that they named this place Almina.
Almina.
Yes, based on the rate at which they were getting gold from the locals.
From Portuguese language, right?
That is in Portuguese,
Yeah, right.
which simply means the mine or gold mine. But the locals could not pronounce it properly, so they corrupted it to Elmina.
Oh, okay.
Traditionally, this town is called Kwamankwa Kru. Kwamankwa is the name of a person, and that person is the founder of the town, or was the founder of the town. Kwamankwa. So as tradition demands, the town was named after him. Kwamankwa's town.
Kwamankwa. Yeah.
Kwamankwa's town. Now in the year 1482, that is 11 years after the arrival of the Portuguese, and it came for them to establish a permanent lodge for their merchandise. So their leader, the Portuguese leader by name Don Diogo de
Azambuja.
He led the Portuguese to build this castle to serve as a trading post to protect their trade and their traders from attacks. So you see, this castle was actually built for goods, for merchandise, just to serve as a trading post. So it took them 4 years to complete the first phase, which they named it after their saint patron in Portugal called George. So the actual name, that's why I said that you are welcome to St. George's Castle. That's the actual name of the castle. And the ground floor rooms were used as storerooms.
St. George's Castle.
That is it.
Who changed the name?
The name, for sure, it is being known as called the Elmina Castle because of where the castle is situated. So nobody changed the name.
Okay.
But because of where it is located, that's why.
So I think the town is called Elmina.
The town is called
Elmina. So that's the reason why they are calling the castle Elmina Castle.
That is it.
But the castle itself's name
name
is St. George's
Castle.
Okay.
Yes, the ground floor rooms were initially used as storerooms, but then when the transatlantic slave trade started, same rooms were converted into dungeons. You see, in the year 1637, this castle was finally captured from the Portuguese by the Dutch. That is after taking two unsuccessful attacks in 1596 and 1625, respectively. They repaired all the destroyed parts. They opened the dungeons to contain more captives, and once a beginning was initiated, it became self-perpetuating like that. So they also continued the trade. And they were here to the time transatlantic slave trade ended before they sold it to the British. That was in the year 1872. And that does not suggest that the British did not take part in the transatlantic slave trade. They did. We have under castle in Cape Coast. That was where they traded in slaves. But then when they came here, they used this castle as their sub-administrative center. So in the World War II, 1939 to 45, they brought some men from English-speaking West Africa countries. They trained them here. They sent some of them to India. Others were sent to Burma to fight for them. That group was called Royal West African Frontier Force. And 3 years later, that was in 1948, British converted this castle into police training school. So from 1482 to 2022 is 540 years. And that is the age of this castle. The oldest and also the largest castle in Africa south of the Sahara. And also it is the oldest castle in the world in terms of transatlantic slave trade. Yes, it's 540 years.
540 years.
Yes. So this is just a brief history about the castle.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
540 years.
So can you take us through the rooms?
Yes, let me first of all talk about the church. You see, in actual fact, the Portuguese, they came to trade, they also came to propagate Christianity, and they were Catholic, so they built this church.
This is that church.
Yeah, it was a church, it was a Catholic church, the first church in the Gold Coast and now Ghana. But the same church was never used by the Dutch. That is when they came, when they captured the castle from the Portuguese. They did not use it because they were Protestants. And being Protestants, they never used the Catholic church. They went and built their church on top of one of the female slave dungeons. And they divided this one into two. They used the top as a soldier's mess and the ground floor as a slave market. And later, when the Dutch sold the castle to the British, they used it as classrooms for the light colored skin children.
Okay.
And now it's a museum.
It seems like you want to ask a question.
Yeah, I want to ask a question. So, the Portuguese started.
Yes.
Eventually, the Dutch took over.
Yes, they captured it from them. That is it.
And then after that,
Sold it to the British.
the British.
They sold the castle to the British.
They sold it.
So can I ask something? Who gave the Portuguese the land?
Good. They acquired the land from the densest chief of the town called Nana Kwamna inside the first. So
He was the chief of the town?
he was the chief of this town then. He was the sixth chief of the town.
The
So,
sixth.
Yes, the sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six.
Six, yes.
So he gave them the land here, and they
Yes.
built. Who built the place? Or was it the Ghanaians?
No. You see, when they planned to build this castle, that was when Don Diego de Azambuja was appointed by King John II of Portugal. So he came here in a fleet of 12 ships,
Okay.
full of building materials and also about 600 workmen. So they brought their neighbors.
So unlike the British used the castle used the black people to build the castle there, but for this place they brought their own people. The first phase.
Yes,
They brought their own people and their materials.
that is it.
Six.
that is it.
You say 6 ships?
60. They came here in 12 ships.
12 ships.
And the 12 ships, they had building materials and also the materials that they use in the building of the castle, and also workmen.
Okay.
About 60. Talking of masons, carpenters, where the artisans, let me put it this way. And they had materials that's from foundation to roofing.
Okay, so who in them who spotted Ghana before they came here? Because definitely before something will come, maybe someone have come here and see that maybe Ghanaians are this. We can have land here before they will bring their things. So who was the one?
They were first led by two captains, John Santayam and Padre de Escobar, to come here. That was in the year 1471. So it was in the 1471 that they landed here for the first time to trade in gold, ivory, and spices, because they were already up there. You see, the Portuguese and the Berbers were the initial trading parties in the northern part of Africa. So they made it down here to get gold, and yet they came and realized that yes, what they were looking for, they were getting it here. They were getting it in abundance here. In abundance, that's why they named this place Almina, because of the rate at which they were getting gold from.
I just wanted to clarify, because I don't think I really understood when the slave trade started and who started it here.
Slave trade was actually, I would say that it was initiated by the Portuguese here. Not slave, talking about transatlantic slave trade. Let me say it well.
Okay, transatlantic slave trade.
Transatlantic slave trade. I believe that the Portuguese initiated it here.
Okay.
And they started it in the early 16th century, precisely 15th, and not long ago when Columbus and his men got to West Indies.
You said 1510?
Somewhere, yes.
Around.
But they started taking Africans long ago to Europe before transatlantic slave trade itself started. Talking about transatlantic slave trade, we are talking about those who were transported across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
But before the transatlantic slave trade, there was trans-Saharan slave trade, you know. That's the one that I said took place in the northern part of Africa. And also before the coming of Europeans, our ancestors had a certain kind, they had a certain kind of human trade here. That is the indigenous servants, those who were used as indigenous servants. They were called slaves or indigenous slavery, but in actual fact, they were not slaves. No, as compared to what the Europeans brought, talking about taking Africans from Africa to New World, being enslaved there, their children were saved, their children were saved like that. No, it was far different from what we were having before they came.
I see.
That's it. So there's a book entitled A History of Indigenous Slavery in Ghana, which I think I recommend.
I think we have one.
That?
We bought one down at the castle.
You bought some?
Yeah, at the British castle there. At Cape Coast.
You bought this particular book?
Yeah, I think it's...
Okay.
I remember the word indigenous, so I think that's
Yes,
it.
if you have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You, when you show it to us, I will be... Yeah, it's in
Yes.
the back. It's
And
down there.
definitely you get Shackles in Darkness here, and also Elmina the Castle and the Slave Trade. So I think you get these books here.
Okay. Okay, so can you go around?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay.
A meaning seemed to me.